As you go through fall camp, I'm not gonna lie, it does get old hitting the same people, and there are like a few other little things I like about game week. I like preparing for everybody else, because you play yourself every day, and it's like, well, I know what, I can at least have a good idea what we're gonna do, and I just hit this dude yesterday, and now we're gonna do it again. And when you get to prepare for somebody else, it's like a little puzzle piece, and you get to solve them out, and then you get to go attack. I'm not gonna lie, I've gotten my boost of energy this week. The grass is greener, it smells fresh out here.
Based on that game tape, you're going to be a busy dude, right? So just talk about what you've seen out of them so far.
Yeah, if anybody watched them, they saw 3 backs go for 100 yards apiece. Saw the offensive line execute, do a good job blocking, and the receivers made plays in the passing game as well. Quarterback, super fast guy. So it's a lot, man. They played really well, this past week. But like I said, I feel like if we just focus on ourselves, and executing our jobs, we're going to be in the best position we need to be. But for sure, they're definitely a talented group, throughout all, levels of offense.
When you're watching those dudes in front of you, I mean, it's hard not to watch, right? Because they're so excited. But just, I guess, what makes them? Is it collectively? I mean, obviously they're very talented, but is it collectively they're better than just some of their parts?
Man, I don't even know how to explain it. I haven't played against, this is like my first year really being the Mike linebacker, at least going into a season. And so I've been on the outside, the majority of the time. These dudes amaze me almost every day. I can't wait to get into a game, because our offense knows how to scheme with those guys, and do certain things. You playing against them, it's just some things you can't do. And so I'm excited to let them take up all the blocks and let me get all the tackles.
Who amaze you how? Like, give me an example. Like, what do you look at with one of those guys and go, like, what are the holy cow moments? Amazing how?
I mean, like, Mason, them guys trying to double team Mason, and, he taking both of them back 3 yards on their side. So now ain't nobody even close to touching me. Like, wow. Great job, dude. Hey, great job.
And the same can be said coming off the edge on the other end.
Same thing, if we got a blitz, we got a pressure. It's not going to be that hard for me because they're going to put 2 guys on, but, it could be either way, what I'm saying? We got Ali, we got BJ, J-Roy, he be pass rushing crazy too. And so, usually whenever we're blitzing, I only have one guy I have to beat, and it's usually probably not a tackle, because they sliding trying to take care of those guys because we got all those freaks on the D-line.
You talked about your year kind of watching and playing some. Just what have you done to make yourself ready for this moment now, I guess? And just what do you want this moment to be for?
I would just say the main thing I've done is try to do everything my coaches tell me to do. I just have so much appreciation and respect for Coach House, and I know what levels he's been at. I know the guys he's coached, and so my whole thing whenever I found out he was going to be the coach is, this guy's coached the person that I want to be. He's coached at the level I want to be at. So I'm just do everything he tells me to do. And he'll help me get prepared for the goals I'm trying to achieve. And so like I said, just trying to do my job every day, and that's kind of what I'm looking forward to during the season as well. Just do my job. The play is gonna come as long as you're in the right spot. How you get in the right spot? Do your job.
Is that it? I mean, Coach kind of talked about your game and kind of knowing the game. You said you're not a big downhill thumper here, but you're a guy that's going to see it, I guess, before. Is that the key for you? Is to see it and then to be there, or to make sure someone else is?
Yeah. I think that's the biggest game changer, with football. A lot of times you can be out there and just play and just do your job, but when you're able to anticipate it, that can really take your game to a whole nother level, 100%.
Florida State obviously wasn't playing you guys this past weekend, but those running backs are physical, they broke a lot of tackles. Are you expecting, hey, this is right off the bat, I'm going to have to bring it, the season opener?
Yeah, every week we going to try to bring it, but for sure there is an emphasis on tackling this week, with those guys. Literally all 3 of them guys are breaking tackles, and extending runs, the whole time. And so, from the second we, watched the game, and got in there and got in the film, we knew, hey, we're gonna have to, tackle and tackle well, and go hit, for real, like. And so that was just, the message, without even having to be said,
You're probably the one dude that has a bad memory from the last time you played in the Dome, huh?
I got a couple bad memories there. I'm excited to make a win. I'm excited to get my first win, in the Dome.
You mentioned blitzing before, but do you guys have to do a lot of that with that four-man front? And how much of it is an advantage when you get them in, a third down situation to have those four guys rushing the pass?
Yeah, we don't have to, because they can all win, their blocks and win their job at any time. But just knowing Coach House, Coach House, he likes to have some fun. He likes to send some blitzes sometimes. And so we will for sure. But definitely, it's not something like we have to blitz, to gain an advantage. We are very strong up front.
Have you been in the Superdome since that game?
Yes. The next year, I lost to Ohio State in the Dome. Back-to-back losses, playoff games, national championship loss. Next year, Ohio State. But I did intercept Justin Fields next year. So.
Is it just the building, or will it be kind of surreal walking in there? Hey, I'm wearing an LSU jersey now, in this place?
Man, I think it's the whole thing, but from seeing it from the other side, because I got to watch, and be a part of the game when LSU was playing there for a national championship. It's exciting. I'm excited to be in there with the fans. I'm like, I hope we got that same energy, because I was on the other side and I remember it was like a home game for them. I feel like we were on the road, and so I'm excited to be back at home again.
Is Brian different this week? Have you seen any different Coach Kelly?
I feel like he's he got a little bit more energy, a little more pep. It's game week. It's time to play somebody else finally. I feel like, you can see it a little bit.
Just speak for the offense. We got the defensive guys. How ready are they? What do you see in them? I'm not asking for the quarterback or anything, but just the idea that they're, are they where they need to be from your estimation?
Yeah, from my perspective, I'm super confident in the offense. Of course, we have a ridiculous amount of talent, but also, man, I've watched our offensive line get better and better and better. Every guy who has played at quarterback has played at such a high level. I think we're going to cause some people some problems on offense, man. We really got everything we need and more. And so I'm very confident that they're going to go out there and handle their business, week to week.
That's on. I was going to ask, have you bumped into Mason Taylor a little bit at practice, and what do you see out of this guy as a true freshman?
Yeah, super talented. Super talented. This is LSU, so they're only going to bring in the best of the best. But he's really athletic. He had one play, man. I don't know if he swapped or something, but he outran me, and I remember Coach House was mad. I'm like, well, dude, I came from the other side, and he was running full speed. Like, I wasn't even ready for him to be that fast. And so, super excited for him, man. He's going to have a great career.
You covering more tight ends in the offense? Do you feel like they're out more?
Kinda differently. Right now, I'm in the middle, and so we got, not too much covering tight ends.